Hey guys, it's Greta and I want to welcome you to my Back to the Basics series here on YouTube. In my last video on this series, the Back to the Basics series, I taught you how to do a basic 3-strand braid. I did one on this side and one on this side where I taught you two different ways of folding the hair over and then folding the hair under. This time I'm going to teach you how to do that braid, but in the back of your head rather than the front. Now, because I already went over going and folding the braid over and then under, this one I'm just gonna do it one simple way. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't learned both ways, you can go back to my previous video and watch that and then head back to this one and see how we're doing it in the back of our head. Without further ado, let's begin. Bringing all my hair to the back over my shoulders. I'm just going to smooth it out, and you can do this with a brush or you can do it with your fingers. Like in the previous video, I'm going to show you with my 2 fingers how I get 3 strands. So right away I have my 3 strands. Now I also noticed this one on the side is much thinner than these two. So I am going to kind of trade some hair. To try and get even sections. Once you feel set that those are even, we'll begin braiding. So I'm going to begin by passing my sections underneath. So my far section over here is going to pass underneath the middle section to become the new middle section. Now I'm going to come over to this side, take this section, pass it underneath what was my new middle section to make that one my new middle section, and this one stays on the side. I'm pitching and grabbing. I'm holding my sections in my fingers so I can use my index finger and my thumb to fold under and pinch my next section to bring that into the middle. And again, holding with my fingers so that these two, my thumb and my index finger, are free to come under, pinch, and pull to bring that into the middle section. Now with longer hair, once you feel like you've reached a point where you can't go down any further with it being in the back, you can pull the braid over your shoulder. Once you've pulled the braid over your shoulder and all the hair is in front of you now, you can flip the way that your hand is holding the hair. So right now I'm still holding it as if it was behind my head, but I've pulled it in front. So you do have to adjust the way that your hands are. So I'm just going to grab my sections, keeping them in place, and instead of having my hand this way, I'm flipping it so that my thumb is pointing upward now. You also have to switch the way that you are braiding. When we were in back, I was folding my pieces underneath, but now that my hair has flipped to the front, I have to flip directions, then I'm braiding. So now I'm going over. So I'm bringing this one over the top and making it my new middle section, flipping my wrist, grabbing that next section and pulling that into the middle. I'm going to continue doing this slowly so you guys can see. Grabbing with my fingers, flipping it over. I grab with my pinky on this one, grab with my index finger and thumb kind of on this one here, all the way down to the bottom. This will vary based on how long your hair is and based on how far down you like to braid or can braid. Sometimes it gets too thin or you have a lot of pieces that are sticking out from layers and it gets a little more difficult, and you can always stop the braid higher up. Now I did beforehand place some elastics on my pinky so I was ready. So I'm going to secure this with an elastic. So I'm going to put that on, twist it once, pinch, pull that hair through, twist, pinch, pull through. Just needs a couple times, make sure it's nice and tight. and then you're set, and that's your braid. And it does begin in the back, and I'll show you that here. I do have some pieces that are not going to reach in the braid, so it might look a little messy to you. Great job, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was easy for you to follow along. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Alright guys, that's a wrap for this lesson in our Back to the Basics series. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next lesson. Make sure you also click the bell for those notifications and when it comes out. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.